That's on YouTube forever now.
Yeah. We're back with Bloodborne. We had a hiatus last week because I went to the Lake District, whereby my car broke down and I was unable to attend Magic Fest Birmingham with Cal.
No, you were in the
Cal went on the Sunday.
We took a week's break because you were in the Lake District.
Yes, that's what I said, yeah, and that's what my car broke.
Forgot he was a Smurf.
Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot I was blue. I love the shorts though.
You're blue, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee.
What handsome shorts though. I think he looks very attractive. He looks like, if anyone's played Grabbed by the Goonies, he looks like the protagonist of that. Oh, I remember where I was last killed. It was Gascoigne, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Right, well I'm going to head over there then. I just don't think I should have gone back to the Hunter's Run. Let's go on the Great Bridge! Hello Adam, how are you doing?
Well, he's one less person to tag.
I'm actually wearing a topical shirt because it's an octopus and Lovecraft loves tentacle hentai. So that's how my shirt is pertinent today. I'm just going to turn the volume down slightly.
You've just activated the voice record on about this novel.
Sorry. How's life, Adam? How have you been since the day before yesterday I saw you?
Do you know what I'm going to call my Niv-Mizzet EDH with the Super Friends format?
What?
Avengers Assemble.
Ah, nice.
I want to get two. The other one I've seen a lot of is you know that it's another Green Mahjong, not the new one.
There's one from Kaladesh, if that's the one you mean. Well, there's one in like Golden Gods and there's one in Kaladesh as well.
I'll look it up because
So all my rotating commons and uncommons, and I'm now getting ready to make a few changes to my cube thanks to it. Good stuff. Good stuff. I haven't sourced out any rotating cards yet, and honestly, I'm going through a load of my cards to look through to sell at the minute.
I mean, at the minute I'm just almost completely concentrating on Commander.
Yeah, Commander's the most fun, honestly.
I thought you said that you thought drafting was the most fun.
Drafting probably to me feels the most skill intensive.
Oh shit.
I don't know how accurate that is or how other people believe, but for me, draft feels like the most. You know, there's the most things to consider when drafting, building decks, and actually playing as well.
The genre and yielding, that's it.
But Commander, I think, is probably the most fun.
The genre and yielding,
is that the 5-mana one
or 6 mana?
Ah, so that's the one from Kaladesh. Yeah, that's a good card. From Aether Revolt, rather.
It's not that expensive either, so I might get that in the deck.
Yeah, go for it. The deck needs some good like green-white options.
Yeah, I need to make sure I get combos from all the different colours.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you want like an even spread if possible. There's got to be some lists online.
I've looked at a few of them, but a lot of them have. It's more. There's a few that are in common, but there's also a few which are a bit out there. And I've seen a few where they just go. They don't have too many two-colored. What's the whole point of playing Niv-Mizzet?
Yeah,
Niv-Mizzet in that scenario is going to draw you to those planeswalkers a lot faster.
Yeah, exactly.
You also want quite a few creatures that can and cards that let you proliferate.
Oh god, yeah, of course.
So I'll put in that Merfolk, the Simic Merfolk that lets you proliferate.
If you're running 5 colours, you can always put in a Traxxas, but she's an expensive card.
No, I see Atraxa is in a lot of the builds, and I feel like
she's pretty good. She's a pretty good card.
Although you're going to be hated the second you play her.
Well, people bash her because she's. I think they just know that she's strong and they know to expect it. It's a powerful deck.
I'm always really worried when I go to a table and I see someone's got Atraxa as their commander.
Yeah. I kind of want to build another Atraxa deck. I've got like. I keep going through my.
You're like a rather interesting commander, I will say.
Well, I try not to go for something that's like, too cliche. I know. I just said I want to build an Atraxa deck, but.
Also, you built a Narset deck.
Yeah, but I haven't actually won any games with that yet.
You did build crap. I mean, I'm like you. I like to build ones that aren't too.
unusual ones.
That aren't are a bit unusual. Like I've built. It's not that unusual, but Admiral Beckett Brass, you don't see an awful lot of commanders for that one.
No, definitely not.
And it's a shame because I think it's a really good commander.
Oh, it is. If you're wondering why I've not taken the shortcuts, I'm just trying to earn blood vials for this. Adam, would you do me a favour and would you let Jan know that we're here?
I already have.
Oh, you have.
Remember my friends from on Facebook are tagged in.
Oh, motherfucker. Die! Give me back my blood.
Well, the update is we're aiming to get the final 3 categories done tomorrow.
Yep.
So this time next week, and we won't be talking all that much about the game. The game's just going to be the backdrop, and we're going to be announcing who will be facing who.
Yes, indeed.
In the first round, and next Wednesday will be the first. Unfortunately, next Wednesday will not be the first of the first round matches. Post-diagnostic support group.
Yes.
But also next Tuesday after we will be. Normally we do these as a pre-Amigos vlog recording.
Mm-hmm.
This year will be a post one. This time will be a post one because we're doing it on Tuesday this year.
That's right.
Month,
time, year,
thing.
decades, millennia, instance in time, eon, if you will.
One moment in time.
God damn it. Oh, you've got fucking Whitney Houston in my head now.
That's payback for Shogi.
Well, now you've got that in my head. Fuck's sake. Adam, for context, if you want to know the song that will be stuck in your head for years and years,
look up "The March Comes in Like a Lion" Shogi song. It's like a drill. It's like a drill in your head. It erodes away at your sanity. It does. It's doing it already.
And I like to think that I have quite a lot of sanity, considering I live with you.
No, you fucking do not.
Considering I live with you, it's a miracle that I.
Sorry, we're doing it this way round.
Yes.
We're doing it this way round. Mr. I will make fart noises with my hands every 5 seconds.
Hey.
And has no sense of time management whatsoever.
True, but rude. I dislike
accuracy is not rude.
I dislike this meanness. This true meanness. Meanness in my penis.
Only you could have made this awkward.
No, I always get fingers. Give me blood vials. Give me.
You can't do fuel. You're not gonna get. You can't do fuel.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
You're rude.
The other difference is, since we did a stream, I'm now 29, not 28.
Give me blood. Give me Val. Give me that which I desire.
No, it didn't work.
Yes, it did.
No, it did.
That was fine.
It was not.
It was fine.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
I really hate being 29.
Why?
It's the last year of my 20s, and then I'm 30 next year, and I really am going to hate myself.
You'll be okay, Carl. You're not going to die at 30.
It's the end of my youth.
What? No, you're only as old as you perceive yourself to be. That's what Gandhi said.
Gandhi did not say that.
Prove it. I think I won that one. No, stop. No, I don't think that. See, the thing is, like, whenever my friends meet you, like, I saw my friends Alex and Finn the other day, and they were like, "How old is Cal anyway?" And I said how old you are, and then they were like, "I literally thought he was like 23." Hey, what's going on, Elliot?
Are you enjoying your holiday?
Oh, where are you, Elliot?
Yeah, he's on holiday.
Where have you gone?
That's why he's not in open room tomorrow. But he sent his votes over, so we know how he's voted.
But you're not in open room tomorrow, Elliot. That's not okay.
Oh, fuck. I love that. I'm just an immature adult.
Fucking come at me, bro.
You were one-shotting this guy before.
I know.
Does it feel bad not being able to one-shot him now?
Okay, I can one-shot you, Cal. If you really want, I'll fist you like that pig and then kill you.
No, I'm genuinely asking. Is it very difficult?
Sorry.
Is it very difficult to go back to it now?
No, it's fine. I did a little bit of a practice before because because I
You're
was
weird at
struggling
how you
with
play.
Gasco last.
You're weird with games because it seems like you need to. You can't just go straight back in it.
Yeah, I kind of need to like rehearse almost. Like
See, for me, I'm somewhat. It's like riding a bike. Once you learn, you don't forget it.
yeah, no, see, because I'm not like on the console as much. Like it feels to me more of a struggle to get into games that I've previously been invested in. And so, well, especially for a game like this, if I'm streaming it, then I'd like to get some practice in.
Yeah, I don't mind looking through these shit on the screen.
But the thing is, I know I'll get stuck at Gascoigne for like a million years if I don't. So,
Ren Unit for about at least another week.
Yep.
For announcing the first round results, which we're aiming to do next Tuesday.
Yeah, boy.
Which I'm dead looking forward to.
Same.
Be interesting to see who's going to face who. But here's the thing that I'm. But after that, I think I'm going back to gaming.
Yes, well, I would like to stay on Bloodborne. Oh shit, I timed it wrong, fuck! Oh god. That was close.
At least you're not complaining that the ball didn't get some of them.
Yeah, last time it missed like about 2 people.
They missed 4 of them!
Yeah, yes, no, that's right, it missed 4 of them.
I think the ones I'm looking into next are possibly Shadow of the Colossus, possibly Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
I'd love to see Shadow of the Colossus. Ah, fuck.
I mean, I'll go over the list, see what's available. See if anyone... Because we've announced all the games that are going to be PS4 available.
Yep. Fucking go away!
Oh, Alien Isolation's available. Alien Isolation would be a bit difficult because we wouldn't be able to talk without...
it picks up sound, doesn't it?
The microphone in the... Arkham City can't do Bioshock. We can do Symphony of the Night though.
That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind watching some Castlevania. I haven't played any Castlevania.
Oh, we won't get very far with me playing it.
Really?
No, that being said, I can do it. It's just that if I'm on an off day, it's not going to go well.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Oh, there's my blood miles. No, fuck! God damn it! No! Let me get my blood echoes! Oh.
Best words in English language.
I think you're right. Aha!
I know you can just set the setting off for Alien Isolation, but I feel like you lose something if you do that. I feel like it's one of those... Ow. I had a similar thought when Five Nights at Freddy's 4 came out, that this was made they made it deliberately so that streamers couldn't play it.
Really?
Because in that one you've got to be listening. It's no longer a sight game; it's a hearing game. You got to listen for the animatronic breathing.
Oh really?
And if you turn the light, you've got a flashlight. You turn the light, and they're there. That's game over.
Oh shit! Really?
So the idea is to turn the lights, scare them off when they're not there, or just in the hallway.
Yeah.
And then there's Fredbear Funbear. Every time you turn the light on, he moves and off, and you on, he moves a bit closer.
Oh god, that's horrible. That's like an SCP. Oh shit. Right, so this is where it gets difficult.
Seven would also be available by same proxy.
No! Ah, I fucked it up!
Oh man, I'm feeling your pain.
Shit.
Have you got one more using box?
Oh god! I don't think we can it. Ah! Okay.
At least you got the blood echo card.
I hate that jumping move because sometimes they change it twice in a row and you don't have enough time to get up unless.
Final Fantasy wise, we've got 7 and 9 available. We can do those on stream.
What? Sorry, 7 and 9.
Yeah, they've both been released on PS4, so I think
cool.
streaming is possible for them.
I suppose that's like less of an intensive stream as well because like you actually have to do less in order to kind of like maintain activity.
You have not seen me play Final Fantasy 9. I'm so on it.
Really?
When I play that game.
Well, yeah, I suppose with the battle system, it's time set.
Especially it's an active time. Both 7 and 9 are active time. 10 is not an active time battle system. So what I said when we were debating best PS2 game, I think 10 is the best in terms of gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't think any Final Fantasy is beating it in terms of gameplay. Although that being said, Seymour 3 can go die in a fire.
Is that Seymour Omnis?
Yeah, it's the one on the top of Mount Gagazet.
Yeah, well, no, I actually didn't get that far. I never completed 10. I got to...
I wish we could do Persona 5.
Wait, Mount Gagazet?
Yeah.
That's not the one...
Snowy Mountain.
Is that with Kimari?
Yeah, Kimari's people.
Right, yeah, no, I did beat that one. Oh, the one.
I never beat that one when I was a teenager.
Really?
It took me ages to beat. I didn't beat 10 for years.
I still haven't beaten 10. I got stuck at Zanarkand. You know when...
Oh, is it that really good boss fight where you have to move the character in different positions?
Yeah, I struggled with that one.
It is quite hard because you've got... you essentially introduce a new mechanic that you haven't had to worry about. I mean, I still think Bloodborne's one of the favourites to win the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I consider it.
Resident 7 possibility. I mean, I've already done it though in VR, but I'd love. One idea we did have was to redo it in VR, but Ren would be sight and he'd be controller.
That would be horrendous and we'd lose a lot.
No, it's like, Ren, look that way, look that way! I can't control the camera!
Who was it? Whenever Jan would, sometimes we'd have like Jan over, I'd have Jan over or something like after school, and we'd do, what was it? Oh no, so it was when we would hang out like basically after school or something. One of us would have control of the WASD on Amnesia, and then the other player would have control of the escape key. So that was always fun because like we could never progress anywhere through the game.
They did a completionist stream where they played Mario Kart Double Dash. One person played as the weapons character on the back.
Yeah.
And Gerard played as the driver, but Gerard was blindfolded and had to rely on directions from the other guy.
Amazing.
Okay, like left, and it couldn't even do Baby Park.
Oh really?
Which is the easiest course in the game.
Amazing. Wait, what game is that? Was it?
Mario Kart Double Dash.
Oh.
I mean, I'm very surprised. The ones that won recently, Paper Mario won Thousand Year Door, won Best GameCube game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Tom voted for Melee and Elliot voted for Paper Mario. And I said, you know what, Paper Mario is still... I think I went for it. I think Melee's no longer...
I think the volume.
No, I think down.
No, the music. There's no music happening. Oh no, there is. So, I'm going to fight him up here actually, because that takes away the stress of the gravestones.
It adds a new stress to it. Oh, that time for John. Give him one when you beat him.
Yeah.
I love the soundtrack in this movie. I'm thinking I'm still banned from playing this on the screen.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to. No! Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh god!
Up to, oh, hello. Hey! It's good when you can get the visceral attacks off, but it's not always possible.
See, I didn't know that you were 7 streams when you were house hunting.
Yeah.
Because,
oh yeah, you did.
Because I said at one of them, I had about an hour to do it because we were looking somewhere.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
I suppose you haven't got as much space to dodge.
But that's okay because a lot of the dudes fucking guts. Fuck off! Go away! Stop jumping places, you jumpy man! Stop jumping! I told you to stop jumping!
Asking him not to jump is like asking Mario not to eat mushrooms. No, not the children's brother's coming! Hello, goodbye! By the way, never listen to that ever in your life.
Never intended.
I'm not even.
Hey, we beat it!
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm not even a big Beatles fan, and even I thought that was insulting.
Really? Father Gascoigne.
I just realised because you did it on my profile.
Oh, you've got you're getting.
I've earned that trophy.
Oh shit! No, you can't use this against me. You have not completed this game, Carl, and you will never complete this.
Look, no, it's annoying because I'm now never going to earn that trophy.
I'm so sorry, Carl. Is that okay?
It'll be fine.
I want to do it on my. Oh no, we can't do it on my profile.
No, because you've already got. That's forever that I've now got that trophy.
I'm so sorry. An unwon trophy. How will you live with yourself?
I'll be beating myself tonight.
You'll be flagellating yourself with a whip. And I'll be tickling his toes.
Ow.
I can off-screen see when Carl's going to hit me with something using my peripheral vision. If he does this mid-boss fight, he's getting a punch in the penis, though. He realises this. Or he ought to realise this. Well, there's a note over there. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably.
Hashtag shit happens. Hashtag shit happens.
I feel like...
Hashtag web stories. Hashtag feminism.
I feel like the...
Yes, I wrote that one from John Oliver.
I feel like the head shuddering uncontrollably constitutes... You know the song that goes... Sugar, sugar, like that's what I think of when I read head shudder uncontrollably.
Hello, I'm here for the job interview.
Oh right.
So here's the thing. Persona 5 is one I really want to do, but it blocks you using it through this method.
What are you on about?
Persona 5.
Blocks what?
It blocks you from using this method of streaming.
Really?
It just said because, well, to be fair, in Persona 5's case, it probably is right considering it's a 100-hour game and they didn't want it all to leak on the internet.
We could use a capture card.
Yeah, we could, but I don't have to do it. I can ask to do it. I'll put it on the internet. I don't have a live stream. I can't. I need to learn more about editing before I do that.
That's fair enough.
I kind of wish for some.
Well, so would you guys say that this game is Eldritch Moon?
It's a video game, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I was saying earlier that they look like Ulamog and.
Elliot, if you want to play a game, if you want a magic set that is literally Bloodborne the magic set, have a look for a set called Eldritch Moon.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to build him an Eldrazi commander.
You would love it, absolutely love it. Right, so...
Didn't Liliana play a big role in that one?
She did, yes. I'm going to go for...
What was the story behind that world, anyway?
Innistrad. It's a gothic horror plane.
Oh yeah, they keep going back to Innistrad.
Yeah, well they've been back once.
Can we go back again?
We will at some point, definitely. I'm gonna try and focus on Arcane. I'm okay for damage right now.
Find your worth in
why do you... So when I was picking Paper Mario, it was kind of like I was thinking Elliot made the point. I think Elliot voted for it because it was like it's something he really wanted to play, and I thought was Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is still the top standard of Paper Mario.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Melee is still the top standard.
Hey Cal.
Shut the fuck up.
You like that? You like that? Carry on, sorry.
It's still the top standard of Paper Mario. I don't feel like Melee is still the top standard of Smash Brothers since Ultimate's come out.
Yeah, Ultimate feels like the best one to me. Brawl was fun, but Ultimate feels a lot better.
Brawl had the washed out colours though, I didn't like that.
The washed out colours?
Yeah, it looks a bit like damp. The colours look a bit like they've been dampened a bit.
That's weird.
I feel like Smash Bros. Should be a game that's bright and colourful.
Yeah, most definitely.
Although that being said, I was speaking earlier saying when we go to the Hunterless DLC.
Yeah, no, that would be sick.
Which particular environment do you think they would pick?
I think I kind of
for the stage.
Maybe the Great. It might be the Great Bridge where the Cleric Beast comes from. That's like one of the signature locations, I feel. Oh Christ! I didn't even see it.
Oh God! What are we? Your Schwarzenegger needs work.
Blue elixir.
Yeah, your Schwarzenegger needs work.
Oh, Schwarzenegger is perfect on that. Ah, you can't!
Oh my god.
Pointing things, dickhead.
Don't make jokes like sense.
What was the joke even?
The foot joke in the fucking graveyard. I was biding my time.
The foot joke in the graveyard. Is that like a weird Cluedo thing? That's how was this woman killed? It was the foot joke in the graveyard.
I just want to say it was just like a passport to get to a secret society. I'm not sure what moveset I would give him.
If Crash was in Smash, what moveset would you give him?
I'm not sure. I wonder what his final Smash would be like. I think you'd have to do something with I think you'd have to do away with him getting Aku for a bit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, all the special... Is this a glitch? Because I swear he just hit me about 3 times but missed. I feel like with his specials, like... Because there are enough of them kind of in... like, Crash 3, definitely. Are these guys hitting me? Oh, yes, they are. Okay.
Yeah, you're just very good at dodging.
I just wanted to check.
I don't know about you just... I'm not enough to not be able to attack her if you kept dodging. Are you actually hitting me? Come on!
Oh, I hit myself better than this! Like Crash 3 illustrated where it
I think I want to give it
a lot of actual powerful moves.
I think if you want to talk about a ranged attack, you can give him the Fruit Zuka.
Yeah, that would work.
And you can give him the belly flop that sort of smash down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm not... I really want the next 2 in Smash Bros. To be Crash and Spyro.
Yeah, they would be amazing. If you could create your own video game, what kind of video game would you make? A good one. Haha! Oh, I can't go this way yet, that's great.
I'm not sure, maybe an RPG, I think.
I think I'd want open world... I think I'd probably honestly make a Lord of the Rings game, except like fully immersive, open world.
I think I've always wanted to make a Pokemon MMO.
That would be sick. That would be really cool.
Like, you'd get, you'd start in Kanto and you'd get Johto as your first expansion pack.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool, actually. I wouldn't mind an Elder Scroll. Like, I mean, I know I'm just like, I know that wasn't the question, Elliot, but I'm just kind of answering like, I would love an Elder Scrolls game that isn't an MMO, that is like combined mechanics and just the entirety of the Elder Scrolls world. I think that would be amazing. But I don't know how realistic that is. I mean, obviously I'll go like around 26.
I think I'd also make a Rising of the Shield Hero Dark Souls style game.
That would be quite cool. I don't think Rising of the Shield Hero would be suited to the Dark Souls.
I think with the way waves work, I mean, you could make that like a hack and slash game, but you could also make it... I would be interested to do a sort of like a co-op aspect to a Dark Souls style game.
Yeah.
But where the more sort of co-op advantages you get, the weaker you are.
Yeah, I really
Can you see the Ulamog equivalent?
Not yet, I haven't got high enough insight.
Yes, the top hat really makes up for the fact that you've got no shoes on right now.
If anything, it adds a level of class, I feel. Where are we doing this? Oh god, it's the church giants. Oh shit.
Have I told you about our Lord and Saviour?
Oh fuck.
That's for accidentally making a black joke at the beginning of the stream.
It wasn't a black joke, I said we're back with Bloodborne, but I accidentally said ow, I was behind you! Dickhead.
I make an action RPG where combat options expand the more you know about the enemy, so going to the world's library has I like the sound of that sort of game. It's always saying it's a soul-style game of Curse of Strahd.
What's Curse of Strahd? Why not make a Dark Souls game set in the world of Dark Souls?
I'd love to do like
a bastard.
I'd love to do like a Stone Age like Dark Souls game, like an environment where everything is out. That would be an environment where everything really is out to kill you.
That would be quite cool, to be fair.
sort of like the dark version of the Flintstones.
Yeah. I can see that there's a bird there.
And yet the guy doesn't hear anything.
I know, yeah, that's... Oh god, there's a second one.
Oh, you heard that? You're very selective deafness. You know that?
Yeah, I know, right. Oh god.
I'm just here to drink your beer.
Oh yeah, you really can stun these guys so easily, right, Ellie? I know I failed to do it a few times earlier, but that's not the point.
Legend of the Astral Hammer. Space Styles Dark Souls also work.
Interesting. Oh, a Warhammer 40,000 Dark Souls game.
Do you know what is amazing though? This idea. Why is it whenever they try to do space MMOs, it's always a disaster?
I'm told it's very popular in very well.
Yeah, but it does seem like everything that's comes like No Man's Sky was pretty shit. Starforge wasn't that good.
Yeah, they promise a lot. See, I don't think of what
No Man's Sky is proof. Don't advertise things that aren't actually in the game.
You kind of think that should go without saying, though, right? I don't think a Warhammer 40,000 MMO are people saying jump. Specialising with.
I love the fact it's like that Robin Williams in a stand-up saying about alcoholism, saying that alcohol is the little voice in your head saying jump.
Yeah.
You can fly. Meanwhile, your asshole saying no, you can't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like Warhammer 40,000 would work for a pretty good Dark Souls style game. Just because, like, everything...
Oh, hey, Jan.
Hey, Jan. Everything in that world is, like...
if No Man's Sky has proven anything, it's that you can advertise anything to sell.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can't. It doesn't prove that because there's been a class action lawsuit against the company because of it. For false advertising.
Wow.
Well, 2 games. I love the fact that these are now beginning to happen, so game companies are being somewhat accountable on that basis. Bethesda's been sued for, not for the same reason, but they're being sued for a very similar reason. Yeah, 76, but more... Ah, motherfucker!
Sorry, carry on.
The way they're being sued is to say that essentially they've not released a full product that people can actually use because they're saying they've released an unfinished game and then patched their way into a full game.
That's fair enough.
And on a lot of legal rules, you're not allowed to do that.
Mm.
Warhammer 4000 Dynasty...
I don't think it would work as a Dynasty Warriors game, unfortunately.
I'm sure even with the lawsuit they ended up profiting. Well, to be fair, No Man's Sky, I've heard now, is just basically a painfully average game. Maybe they'll do the same with Sea of Thieves, which I was stupid enough to buy.
Cool.
I know, I thought Rare finally got their shit together, alright? And I wanted an MMO where I was a pirate.
I can totally understand that.
I hadn't had my pirate fix since Assassin's Creed 4. Do you know why Assassin's Creed 4 is my favourite of the bunch?
What?
Has everything that's good about Brotherhood, but it also has the best of the exploration factor.
Oh.
Even in the really good Assassin's Creed, those first when you go between cities and shit like that,
Yeah.
and it's not very fun to do, and you'll end up fast travelling a lot because it's just it's a little bit of tedium to it, but there's a lot more fun with sailing the high seas and different Caribbean islands, and you got all sorts of things like hunting sharks and whales.
That's
and
pretty cool.
Looking for sunken treasure, and you can find all these little islands to explore. It just had a lot more to it for me, and also sailing on the ship is a lot more fun than running around.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
To be fair, Sea of Thieves had always seemed a bit shallow. No Man's Sky taught me not to pre-order stuff made in the West. Yeah, no, definitely do not. It's very rare nowadays that I pre-order a game. Oh, we blow. Let's say 5 more weeks till Code Vein. If they get Code Vein right, it could very well be the game of the year. But then again, as we are talking about, who's making it? I don't remember. It's designed to be an anime-style Dark Souls game.
That sounds quite cool.
I love the idea of that. I've got it pre-ordered.
So, I just want to get back on stuff. Oh my god! Away! Fine, I'll just not fucking fight him.
Let's say get your blood echoes, mate.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Oh, where's the other guy?
Over there.
Where?
Mate, he's following you.
He
The guy behind you is
won't
following
follow
you.
me the whole way. Oh shit, he is.
He is following
He
you.
totally is following me. So I've got a bit more space here, this will work. Yeah, like, genuinely, I think, oh my god, no, god, no, this is, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
Yes, Jan, absolutely. Fully enabled magic on the reader system. Sorry, Adam, rather. Yeah, I would love to see like Warhammer 40,000 have made some good, they've made some good games under those titles, like Space Marine Model.
Can I just say, you sending me to a Warhammer shop to buy was one of the worst experiences of my life. I appreciate you doing. Because I had no idea what I was doing. I don't play a lot of Warhammer, so I don't know these things. And Ren just sent me a list, and half of these colours of paint were out of date, so I had to try and find the nearest equivalent. I had no idea what I was doing.
Did you ask the guys? Did they help you?
Yeah, but he was only somewhat helpful. He said, I think you're going to need to give me a bit more.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, so
it was one of those shops that goes under the thing, so I couldn't call you.
yeah. Ow. God, I still can't fight these guys. Ooh.
He's calling you an idiot.
Fucking rude.
Whoa!
Yeah, like, I think if From Software were to make, well, as you said, yeah, like a licensed game, I think they could make a lot of money. I do think, with what Warhammer's doing at the moment, it's really trying to branch out. It's not just like the tabletop games. There's also like mini games that you can play.
I tell you what, me and you watched when we were meant to be streaming last week.
Right.
First episode of the new season of Black Mirror.
Oh really? Is that any good?
Weird.
Weird.
It's.
Does he have my? He doesn't appear to have my.
I don't want to give away the twist, but it's basically a couple of friends from college playing a sort of Street Fighter style game where they lock their senses in so they feel every.
That's weird. Is the new season really good?
Well, it was the first episode that
The holy ground of pots destroying. Being pretty jealous.
Well, the first episode, well, if it is, the first episode is the exception to the rule because it's actually quite good.
Yeah.
Despite the fact, it doesn't have that usual Black Mirror thing. You know, Black Mirror kind of feels like it's always kind of worried about something. Worried about, it's always that idea just because we can do something doesn't mean maybe we should. I don't get the sense of that. Maybe it's because Charlie Brooker is a gamer and he didn't actually fully like this episode, so...
That's a pretty big gamer move, to be fair.
But he is right that if people didn't make these style games, they totally would use it for this purpose.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
People who've seen the episode will know what I'm on about.
So,
But it looked like they were trying to get Street Fighter license, and then Capcom didn't give it to them in the end.
I don't think they would really.
Considering that it's very clearly meant to be Ryu and Chun-Li that they're playing as.
Oh, is it really? I'm going to
You bastard. Actually, he does look a bit like a giant version of that guy from The Simpsons.
Which one?
Like, Grandpa comes from retirement.
No, God.
Where he says,
What, Jasper?
no, it's the one when he says, because of Mr. Burns, I lost my room, my things, and my buddies all took the sunbathing magazines.
No.
You bastard.
No.
There's the one who wrote Casablanca. Look, kid, I'll give you £100 for getting this one again. This one too. And it says it's a wonderful like killing spree ending.
Oh my God.
I want to see that. Even though it's a wonderful, like, one of the most heartwarming films ever made.
I've never actually seen it. I don't know how I've managed to ignore it.
You really should watch it at Christmas. It's a nice film.
Yeah, I think it is actually so.
Do you know what? I always watch Christmas Carol at Christmas because it's one of my favourite stories.
The Polar Express. Where the hell
Why?
where are my blood echoes? Who stole my blood echoes? There's probably like a random bird around who's got them.
Oh yeah. Any Switch games you guys are looking forward to? Well, other than Sword and Shield, obviously, which I'm still looking forward to. Fuck you, Pokemon kind of.
Where are my blood echoes? No! I'm like 6,000!
I feel like we're gonna have to.
Where have they gone?
Hang on a second. Keep raging for a minute.
Oh, this is ridiculous. No, I know what you're gonna do.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do what you think.
Oh, they're over here. I've got them. Well, Oh no, I think I did die there. To be fair, I would have thought they would be taken by the thing that killed me though. Okay, so I only need 1,000 more blood echoes before I can go and get the key to the Grand Cathedral. But I think I need to go to Old Town because there's some stuff there. Gonna take my horse down the Old Town Road, ride till I can't no more. What?
I thought we were going to have to play this, considering the way that it was going. I thought we were going to have to show this. I'll show it to the camera. Just see if any of you guys remember this old thing.
You have to turn your brightness down. Also, it's reversed. The image is reversed.
Without technical difficulties, time from The Simpsons saying, "We'll be right back."
No.
Oh, Homer does that when he's on that program when he pulls that vigilante group. We'll be right back, and Ken Brockman has to say, "Hey, I say that."
Yeah.
Do you guys hear anything? No. Okay.
Everything's okay. Oh go. Oh go. Oh
go. Evils. We're evil Smurfs. We don't like good Smurfs.
No.
We're evil Smurfs. We're evil Smurfs. We're evil Smurfs. We're evil Smurfs.
There was a time where you would sing that daily, and it really used to grate on me. But now
Why?
I'm okay with it. Just because it was every day. But it's stopped now.
The thing is that for me, that Switch games I'm looking for. The minute Switch-wise, I think the war's going to get announced down the line that I'll get more excited for. At the minute, I'm really excited for Sword and Shield.
Yes. I don't know what else to say.
Have you not found the Source Spear? I
have found the Source Spear. I think because I've never really used this weapon, so I kind of want to stick to using it for a little bit. I want to experiment with weapons this time because I'm kind of going to go.
I didn't just say I want to experiment.
I'm going to go for an arcane build, but oh shit! Oh god, no! I want to go for an arcane build, and I've been told that if you get...
Would you rather Stewie meme?
And I've been told that if you get the...
That's all I have to say now, just Stewie meme, it drives me nuts.
What is it, the healing mist, or the church flamethrower or something? Yeah, that's what we're doing. I don't know about any of the Switch games, really.
No, we're not waiting for Sword and Shield 2, I've already pre-ordered it.
Wait. What do you mean?
Well, Adam said I'm just going to wait for Sword and Shield 2, and you said that's what we're doing.
No, I know, but that's what you mean. Wait, hang on. Do you mean like when it's like black and white?
Yeah, you know that sort of thing.
Okay.
Like there's Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Oh, is that what there's? Oh, I see. Like for like a.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to wait for that. I'm going to definitely get the proper one.
What do they do with? What do they do about? What do they sort of add?
They had a few little extra features. It's more like for people that mastered it the first time, and there's a little replay and a few extra features.
Okay.
It's very difficult to say because they almost change it every time what sort of features you end up getting in each. That's why I think it's best to experience the original version before you go into the Ultra version. I would say it's a shame you haven't done it. They used to do it with like Pokemon Red, Blue, and then the special edition was yellow. Yeah. There was Gold, Silver, Crystal, Diamond, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum.
Right, okay.
I can't remember what it... And then when Black and White came along, no one quite knew what it was going to be, so just went for Black and White too.
Yeah.
X and Y. They didn't do it with X and Y, actually. We were all waiting for Pokemon... I think they did... did they ever do Pokemon Z?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think they did. But then they did. And then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon because they obviously didn't have one. At least in this one they actually have one: sword, shield, gun.
Oh, that
People have already started making jokes of that.
I think that's the next logical step up, isn't it? Really?
I like to see a gun Pokemon. Dragon Quest XI could be interesting.
I don't really know what's coming up with Witcher anytime soon.
With The Witcher 3 port, I'm looking.
Oh, no, that would be good.
Animal Crossing's coming out.
Oh yeah.
There's a Ni no Kuni port.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I'm surprised Ni no Kuni wasn't already on the Switch.
No, it's been a PlayStation exclusive for a while.
That's fine.
Studio Ghibli animators at some of their best.
Yeah.
But there's also proof that those designs were never meant to go into the third dimension. Some of them don't translate as well in 3D models.
Give me your bullets. Give me your hard-earned bullets.
Has anyone, I mean, oh god, you just reminded me that there's another Terminator film coming out soon.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, it's directed by the guy who directed Deadpool.
Okay, so that could be promising.
And they got Linda Hamilton back for it.
Who's Linda Hamilton?
She was the original actress to play Sarah Connors.
Oh wow. Okay, interesting.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's back as well.
Thank God. But he's so aged. Like, how is he going to do Terminator?
Well, they're kind of doing these ideas that he's an obsolete model.
Okay, right.
And the skin does age around the biomechanics.
Oh, I suppose it would, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, it's this dude. Alfred.
Why not cooperate?
Oh god, it reminds me when we watched Batman Hush the other night.
Do you like my feet? Do you like my pretty blue feet, Alfred?
Celebrate our acquaintance.
Alfred, kiss my pretty blue feet. Give me some fire
Beast
paper.
hunting.
Here's the. Remember we watched Hush the other night? Batman Hush.
Yes.
We had a good fun laughing at that one.
That was good fun.
Nothing ruins a DC animated film than watching it with you, Oscar, and Ren.
Must be go on.
Well, that was, I talked about literally all of this before.
Yeah, no, I want to get Sword and Shield.
You're off screen.
I want to get Sword and Shield almost as soon as it's out.
Yeah.
Which is why I pre-ordered both versions, so you get one and I get one.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't decided who's getting which version yet.
I don't know. I prefer Sword because Sith. Basically, the legendary with the sword looks like looks like Great Wolf Sith from the original Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, I'll take Shield because I'm then like now Fumi.
Yeah.
And so that was easy. I know you've got this idea that they do get cheaper, but at the same time it can take a while, and I'm not sure I want to wait around that one, especially considering I'm such a big Pokemon fan.
Yeah.
We discussed that I'm taking the Fire Starter.
Oh shit, it's the other side.
We discussed that I'm taking the Fire Starter. Elliot's taking the Grass Starter, and Reese is taking the Water Starter.
I think I'm going to take the Grass Starter as well.
There's no guarantee that there's not going to be a full dex eventually in Sword and Shield. Also, do you need a full national dex? I've never gotten the whole point of this. I like the. It's kind of one of those. I'm going to be starting again from scratch anyway. It's very hard to transfer your Pokemon from the DS to the Switch, from what I'm guaranteeing. I'm hearing about it, so I'm not going to see the point. I kind of want to. I would love to get my Pokemon from the DS onto the Switch, but I know that's not a guarantee.
Have we had a Pokemon game on Switch yet?
No.
Is this the first one?
First one.
Wow.
Also, you know what the Kanto Pokemon are going to be making it. I mean, we've also seen what we've seen a few of the region exclusive ones, called Pokemon England.
Yeah, of course.
Have you seen what the Weezing looks like?
Yeah, with the top hats.
It's the best thing ever.
It's brilliant.
I know loads of people are complaining about it, but I love the hilarity of it. I'm actually considering having one in my party.
Why are people complaining about it?
Because it looks ridiculous, as if Pokemon didn't look ridiculous before.
It's funny.
I like the Langoose is now, Zigzagoon and Langoose are now like badgers.
Oh, is that what? Oh, that's cool. That's cute.
Because again, Pokemon England.
Yeah.
The thing is, they were teasing this. The thing is, it's not a new idea. This whole Pokemon from certain regions look different, like they did in Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Because in the Orange Islands, they were doing that.
Really?
In the Orange Islands, in the anime, they did say, "Oh, some Pokemon look a bit different if they're from the Orange Islands."
Yeah. Quite a good concept.
So the idea has been around for a bit, but they haven't ever executed. Maybe it's one of the reasons. In fact, there was actually a few things that went into Sun and Moon that were in the Orange Islands. Kind of about the idea that the gyms are more type-based challenges and of skill rather than straight-up Pokemon battles.
I think that's sensible.
Which I mean, but that being said, I kind of miss the gym leaders.
Yeah.
I know you got the Kahunas, but I don't think they were quite the same. Although I did like the fact it added an extra dimension with the whole Mega Evolution idea.
Yeah, of course.
I picked up Pokemon as a few years ago for buying. I think the Orange Islands differences were probably hinting towards shinies and more than regional variants. No, I know that's what they were hinting to in the because Gold and Silver was coming out around that time. But it's more. It's also that was the explanation for it in the show, and they kind of then did it in Sun and Moon, and are now doing it with it's more they've retroactively gone back and done that. That's one of the reasons. I often actually do wonder if the actually to be fair, I don't know how you design the Orange Islands now, because as much as we go on about it, the Orange Islands as a region, they didn't have. I feel like they had a bit of personality. They had more personality than some of the regions that we've actually gone to in the games. But then it's also kind of weird they have this tropical setting, but they rarely ever use the whole tropical aspect to it.
Mm.
Although that being said, Lapras became a much more popular Pokemon because of that series.
Because of which series, sorry?
The second season of Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, because the Ash rode a Lapras to get to all the different islands.
Oh, yes, no, I remember that. I think
So, to the test to be better than all the rest. I'm one of the weird people who thinks that the second dub opening of Pokemon is actually more accurate to what it was like growing up at that time with the Pokemon craze. It was we all live in a Pokemon world. That's what I always think. It's those first 3 Pokemon themes completely track what it was like, what the show and the franchise was like around that time.
Yeah.
So,
bastard, get back here.
So the first one is, this is going to be the most awesome thing you'll ever enjoy in your life.
Yeah.
The second one is, now this craze has taken over the world and we're all in it. And then the third one is, this is the same, very similar, but it's a new world, but it's still the same concept.
Was it really that popular when it first came out? Like,
seriously.
Did it really like take the world by storm?
No, seriously, it was everywhere. Everyone knew about Pokemon.
Yeah.
It was it's the one time the craze came along and I was in on it. I knew everything about it. Could chat with everyone about it. I was never cool because of it, but I was close. It was the closest I ever got to being it.
So that's like a sneaky dude.
And it was one of those things that I liked it even after it stopped being a fad, really.
Yeah.
Even after kind of people moved on, and I think it's a shame people moved on. I think they moved on because of the anime, not because of the game. If Gen 3 had come out a little bit sooner, maybe Pokemon would have stayed. No, I think they were on the fast track to losing it. To be honest.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
No. No! Christ.
Bloodborne.
Yes, thank you.
They will get Pokemon version of Mario would work using game mechanics. Mario Maker. A Pokemon version of Mario Maker? How would you like design your own regions or your own towns? I'm not sure I really want a mystery dungeon maker. Like, I feel like Mario Maker. I feel like I wouldn't like a Mario Maker for Sonic games.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that.
I think it's because Mario Maker is such a flash in the bowl and no one's really attempted. I mean, Dragon Quest has now done it, of all things, and it's apparently getting good results. So maybe we'll get Sonic Maker.
Just needs to check I'm going the right way. I think this exit is closed at the minute.
Do you know, if I was going to do Pokemon Maker, and yeah, there's been the Mega Man one.
Wait, Pokemon Maker?
If it would do
Mystery Dungeon. Sorry, right.
Instead of Mystery Dungeon, I would do it like being, you design your own town.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, you design the Pokemon Center, maybe you get yourself a little game corner, and you create a gym. So the idea is, and once you beat the gym, you can then sort of build, or you design a wild area.
Yeah.
So maybe you have to earn certain achievements before you can build a gym, and then you can play other people. Then you can play other people's Pokemon worlds, or you can create sort of like a hodgepodge of different creations. So someone's wild area, and then you move in, and then you're in someone's town.
Cool.
And you've got to get all 8 badges, move to an Indigo Plateau, and that would be, if you've really done well, you can design an Elite 4 trainer.
Yeah. Oh.
The thing would be managing it, like, Mario Maker has the whole thing of if you can't beat it, then it doesn't go online. I don't know how they manage that, like, you create Pokemon with ridiculous stats for the gym leaders.
I don't know what you mean by the skill challenges that you mentioned earlier in how they use those in gym battles. Can you explain that?
Well, so like the idea being that you could give your gym leaders Pokemon that have ridiculous individual stats.
Right. Okay.
That mean that the level typing level and typing might end up almost not mattering.
Oh, I see what you mean.
In fact, the hardest gym leader, I think, one of the hardest gym leaders ever, and I'm surprised she doesn't come up more often, is Claire from Gold and Silver.
Is that the one with Miltank?
No, that's Whitney. Whitney's difficult because it's a difficult fight, and you're almost not prepared for the Miltank. But if you kind of know it's coming, you can deal with it.
Yeah.
She's a challenge the first time. She's not, and but if you prepare in advance, then you can do it. Claire's even more difficult because she's a Dragon type trainer, which is already one of the toughest Pokemon types in the game. And you think, okay, I've got Ice Pokemon, get an Ice Pokemon, because Dragon are only weak to Ice and Dragon types.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a problem because for what? Well, okay, so you get an Ice, so you get a Pokemon with Ice. Problem is that's only going to count for 3 other Pokemon. You've then got a Kingdra.
Oh god.
And Kingdra's water and dragon. So you know what that means? You can't electric and grass moves don't work, and neither do ice.
Wait, so why is water not weak to ice?
I don't know why water's not weak to ice, but
surely ice turns water into ice. Right?
I know, but it's weird.
I don't know.
But it's basically water's weak to electric and grass, but it loses that because of the dragon typing, and it loses the ice weakness because of the dragon typing, because of the water typing. So the only thing it's weak against is dragon type moves, which at that stage in the game you're not going to have a good dragon type Pokemon.
No.
So you're kind of stuffed. I actually beat it with a Typhlosion.
Really?
My last playthrough of Gold and Silver. Gatling gun, guys, because
Sure is. I'm gonna have to get this one. Oh,
it's one of my proudest moments, just the Typhlosion constantly using Heat Wave beat a Kingdra.
it's pretty awesome to be fair.
But I know Overheat was the move I kept spamming. Which is even harder because Typhlosion has a move when you can't do anything afterwards. It was so cathartic. It took me like a couple of days to beat it.
I think my favourite Pokemon.
Oh, this is interesting. I never remember if it was Claire more difficult, to be honest, but I struggle with Whitney. Gold and Silver and their remakes suffer mainly from there being nowhere good to grind, in my opinion. The Johto levels are low, so Kanto can be high. Yeah, that is kind of true. They don't give you a lot of opportunities to grind your Pokemon, so you are kind of just going from town to town. It never felt much smaller than Kanto, though, which is one of the reasons why it's so amazing. I kind of wish they would do that more. in Pokemon. The idea of you can go to another region as soon as you beat that region.
Yeah.
They've never brought it back since Gold and Silver, and it's a real shame. Go back and then make the thing before the Gatling gun goes off. Just.
Nah, that was easy, mate. That was all skill.
Don't pretend some poo didn't come out.
No, see, I knew that this room was coming up. I just couldn't.
I mean, Heart Gold and Soul Silver is my favourite Pokemon game.
I was saying before, I think my favourite Pokemon moment, like the one I remember the most, is and the reason that Kadabra is my favourite Pokemon is because I did the Elite Four with my level 88 Kadabra, I think it was. And honestly, it's like I think it's my happy remembering. Oh no! Fuck! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Thank God.
I mean, Heart Gold and Soul Silver did let you go back to Kanto again, which is great to see. So like I think it was Gen 4 or Gen 5 technology applied to Johto and Kanto.
Yeah. What technology did they have?
Well, they had new sort of like it was a little more balanced. That's one thing that every Pokemon game fixes, a lot of balancing issues.
Right.
They're very good about noticing when something's gone wrong and fixing it in future games.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favourites. I always try to have a Raichu in my team.
Yeah.
I love Raichu.
Can you get Kanto Pokemon in every game?
Almost every game, yeah.
Okay.
I love having a Raichu in my team. If you always ask what sort of gym leader would you be, I would definitely be an electric gym leader.
I think I'd probably be a psychic. I think I'd be a psychic, but I'd probably more realistically be a ground type.
One of the things that they offered in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, that I didn't know to bring back in future games, is the ability to reach out to gym leaders after you beat the game.
Ah, that sounds good. I mean, they have a long, they have a harder Pokemon higher level. They had a Versus Seeker in Fire Red and Leaf Green, didn't they?
They did, and they kind of had a similar thing in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Elliot said he'd be a dark gym leader.
You fucking edgelord, Elliot. Of course he would be. No, I think he'd be a fairy type.
Jan said he'd be a dark dragon or ice leader.
Oh, fucking course.
Actually, I think Jan. I can imagine Yang with a Dragonite.
It is an item.
Or if it was an ice Pokemon, I think he'd take a Abomasnow.
Wait, where am I?
You've got the Kadabra next to you for your gym. And I've got my Raichu. Elliot, I'm trying to be a really good dark Pokemon. Maybe Mightyena? Or Sneasel.
Yeah, Sneasel's cool.
Oh, so Jan just said Sneasel's his jam.
Why not Rangoose, Jan?
He said Dragon Ice or Flopper. He said Dragon Dark or Ice.
I know, but I would have thought you want Zangoose as your signature Pokemon.
Why Zangoose? It's a normal type.
No, I know, but Yam likes Zangoose.
This is really a tough part of the game.
It's more just timing it right.
So I'm looking forward to next week announcing the first round.
Yeah. Yeah, because we'll have it ready by then, won't we?
Reese already told us that he wants Xenoblade Chronicles as his vote and everything.
Yeah.
Zangoose is one of my faves. I pick one whenever I can. Good news is you're gonna get Zangoose. Absol too. I don't know about Absol, but Zangoose is gonna be in Sword and Shield.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'd imagine he's probably got quite a cool redesign.
Hang on.
Are they redesigning all of the Pokemon that they're?
No, they're just doing a few regions. You know, like how Meowth became a Dark type.
Right, I see. Yeah. They changed it. Oh, it's just.
There's some weird ones. Like I quite like Ice type Vulpix.
Yeah. Oh shit, yeah, fuck. Shoot off and stuff. I'm gonna run back. I was wondering why I was doing so little damage. I thought it was just because I had poor strength.
There's a bird called a galar.
Galar.
And then you can eat it. And they say, do you want to know how to cook a galar? See? Start a fire. Chuck a bunch of rocks on it. Chuck the galar on it. When the rocks go soft, you can eat the galar.
Okay, so this is like a sort of slower version of the sword. So this is the sword spear I'm using now, anyway.
Who's boycotting Mulan?
Oh, there was a reason for it. I can't remember.
The main actress to play Mulan tweeted in support of the Hong Kong police.
That's right. Yeah.
I did feel like saying, I didn't in the end, but I did feel like saying, look, Spain, boycott this. We should boycott it. Yeah. There's a bunch of times where there is a reason to be outraged from this, but...
Oh my god, this guy's just catching himself on fire for me.
I feel like it took away from the actual atrocities that are going on in Hong Kong right now. That we were more talking about how we're all going to boycott a film because of what an actress said rather than... Yet there's a reason why what this actress said was a pretty shitty thing to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
So I kind of feel it took away, and it feels like going, not going to see a film is hardly solving the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a Chinese company that's profiting off this, it's an American company.
I don't want to stray too far that way because I think I'm probably just going to get shot by the guy up there. There he is.
To be fair, I'm not one of those people who goes fuck the police.
Obviously not. I don't think you've ever been in trouble in the police in your life.
No, I've only ever been a witness.
Really? What too?
I got mugged in Sheffield.
You got mugged?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, some guys wanted some money off my mate, and then I had to give him the money.
Oh my god, no way. Was it scary? I'd imagine it was scary.
Well, not really, no, but...
It wasn't scary, was it?
Yeah, it was more annoying than scary, because
I can imagine you just like, oh for fuck's sake, really?
It was actually a bit like that.
Oh my god, I hate that they use fucking healing items.
So, here's the... As long as my attitude with the police is, as long as they play a fair game, I'm fine with them.
Damn it. No! I'm not having, mate. Come this way, dude. There we go.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Wong's in the new Mulan.
Yeah, I don't know who he's playing, but I knew he was in it.
Is he playing Chef? No.
Oh yeah, he might be one of Mulan's friends.
I don't think it's I think it's unlikely that. Oh, we know Mushu's out of film.
Yeah.
I think it's also a shame that I think most people are going to be pissed off that they're not going to make a man out of you in it either.
Wait, really?
They're taking out the songs because China doesn't like musicals.
You're joking.
According to polls, apparently. Apparently musicals don't do well in China, so they don't want to, and they really want to sell this film in China.
Oh! God damn.
Yeah, the Chinese public did not really like the first Mulan.
Really?
They said it was a very Americanized version of their culture.
I mean, obviously.
It's Disney, what do you expect?
At least they didn't. At least they weren't like turning it into like what the wartime cartoons were like. Ow. That was some crazy racism.
Yeah, Japan's only kind of just started to confront themselves on their history of China, and even then they're not done a great job of it. So.
Apologies, I'm not running this fight incredibly fast. It's like, as you can see, I've got one.
Do you have to God, you got to do this again if you die after you beat him.
No. Hunters don't typically respawn. There's I think there's 2 in the DLC that do. Yeah, I'm sorry that this isn't like a thrilling gameplay.
Do you know what's amazing? We're not done with Disney live-action remakes this year. There's one more left to go.
For God's sake, how many have we had this year?
3.
3 already?
Dumbo, Aladdin, and The Lion King.
Christ.
And the next one is Lady and the Tramp.
Oh God, damn.
But it's not going to cinemas.
Yeah, I remember you saying about that.
It's a Disney Plus exclusive.
Amazing.
This is meant to be their big launch movie. So I think what's happened is they've shot it, realised it's shit,
Yeah.
and moved it to a platform where less people are likely to see it.
Yeah, I think you're probably
Or they've just realised, oh shit, we made Homeward Bound again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're probably
Or wait, did we make Homeward Bound? Yes, we did.
right.
That was us.
But then we found
Yeah, it's one of Michael J. Fox. It's one of Michael J. Fox the Bulldog.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
It's one of those talking animal films written around the 90s.
Yeah, I know, some other people have seen it.
No! Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll take that as a no.
Okay. I'll be alright. That was just intensely irritating. I thought I wasn't in fucking sight of the cunt then.
Well, anyway,
God damn it, Jorah.
but no, Homeward Bound is Michael J. Fox, for big and known actors, and they sort of play these talking dogs that they can't actually, people can't hear them.
Right.
In a sense, it's more meant to be like it's a language within the animals, and they're not happy that their owners have left them in this place, and so they make a big cross-country trip to get back to their home.
Right.
I know it sounds terrible, but it's actually a decent film.
You sound terrible.
It does sound like a weird film, but it is a bit of a weird film. It's one that, it's around when I was a kid. They were trying to make a lot of these sort of films because they thought it was going to be a big deal. But that Homeward Bound was one of the big things that kicked it off.
Right.
And I'm kind of glad the craze started. Well, until Show Dogs came out last year. Yeah, so that means they expected to flop like Dumbo. Yeah, they really were expecting it to be. That's one of the things that Netflix has really about Netflix and streaming services that get filmed really annoy me, because it means that they're allowed to make films and have them not be flops automatically. Like that's the reason why the Death Note film didn't really lose any money and they can make a sequel, because again it went straight to Netflix. The views don't account for how much money it makes. It's made the money by going to Netflix automatically.
Oh God, I remember this bit. Jesus, okay. Oh no, it's not. Turn on. Oh no, I put it in front. Yeah, it's not this bit. It's like a secret path that later on.
I'm the ghost of Christmas Death. Allow me to, which is now your present.
Yeah. How can you fucking see me? Why do you have the eyes of an eagle, Jorah?
I'm mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Jimmy's playing Ling, the comic relief warrior.
Oh yeah. I will say I did think I had a little think like when I was asking who he was playing. I'm like, yeah, that absolutely makes sense to me.
Do you like Mulan a lot?
I like the nostalgia associated with it. It's not a bad film. So.
I think if I look at the films that came out around that time, it's not one of my favourites. Like, one of the reasons why Aladdin was the one I wanted to get right because
everybody loves Aladdin.
No, well, one of the reasons is because it was one of the ones that I had the most nostalgia for.
Yeah.
It's probably on a personal level one of my favourite Disney films.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Williams had a clause in his contract that they couldn't use the toys for 25 years after his death to sell more genie shit. Well, more outtakes. They couldn't use any of his outtakes. Which, I think it's a good deal. I think he would have been reanimated, you know, like he was in Rogue One.
Yeah, probably.
That is really weird in Rogue One when Peter Cushing is revived.
Yeah, I know. It's I know it's uncanny. It's obviously with him, but it's
I mean, is it any more weird than when he was brought back in through animation for Star Wars Rebels?
No, it's different because I mean, Count Dooku. It's like using Count Dooku images.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, I wouldn't ever want to return.
To the prequels.
But you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. But it's one of those. If I wrote a book about sort of film,
yeah.
if I ever got to a chapter about Lord of the Rings, I would say the thing that made me a big Lord of the Rings fan was the Hobbit movies, and not because they're good, because
you saw them.
Because I saw them, and it really made me appreciate Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I really began to realise some of those great moments in Lord of the Rings and how Hobbit had kind of failed on it.
Were you not really a massive Lord of the Rings fan before you saw the Hobbits?
No, I wasn't a massive Lord of the Rings fan.
That's fair.
I kind of thought they were good films, but I didn't see why they were phenomenal.
Yeah.
I now kind of get that a lot more. Hey Emma.
Hello Emma. I think among epic fantasy films, like there are no equals. There is no equal to Lord of the Rings. It's just seminal. Sadly, The Hobbit. Yeah, I think like from what I've heard from you, Cal, it's just a product of like commercialised production effect.
Have you seen? Have you seen all the Hobbit films?
No, I have, but like from what you told me about like
what the production,
the reasons for why they did what they did.
Yeah. Well, this was. I think it was a film kind of plagued by studio mandates and a combination of like studio mandates as well as the fact that there was there was a bit of a difficulty getting a production team together.
Yeah.
They decided months before the release that the first one was going to be the first of the trilogy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, God, no, fuck, die! I need my fucking split echoes, you prick! Die! Fuck. No! Okay, at least I got them back though.
This is
such an annoying place. Fun fact: there was a soundtrack you can find on YouTube on Stage Play. No clue where to find it of Death Note. Wait,
yeah, it was a
stage play of Death Note.
It never got performed.
Thank God.
Some of it's I mean with Death Note, the film version. Mm-hmm. It's not like with The Hobbit. There's some inspired moments in that film.
Yes, no, I would agree.
Like Martin Freeman's casting as Bilbo, inspired. So the first film, actually, I stand by the first film, An Unexpected Journey.
It's a good film.
It's a good film because it really does do a decent job of bridging the whole tones of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Well, it does one of my favourite things, which is actually include songs, which Lord of the Rings has got two. Well, no, it like ones that we hear. There's the one in Return of the King, but like basically a third of Tolkien's writing was just songs and poems.
Yeah. Bilbo's song that he sings in Fellowship of the Ring.
When he leaves the house.
What the song he sings when he's coming back to the Shire in The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Which I find that's an interesting choice. That. I do love the fact that they've done so many parodies of. Is it secret?
It's like with Dumbledore going. Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Dumbledore asked calmly, and then in the film it's like, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? I think the side by side is quite tremendous.
Interesting. One of my favourite adaptations really does strike a good balance between being loyal to the source material and knowing how to do its own thing. That's a good question. When is ready to rage quit?
I'm not going to rage quit.
You got 10
I actually like this game. I don't know what I'm actually. I just want to get the blood echoes back at this point, so I can actually like buy some more healing items and.
One of my favourite works based on an adaptation of a book is The Adventures of Tintin.
Yeah.
And I'm very familiar with those comics, and it was very interesting. They did something that I've not seen happen since that failed adaptation of Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Yeah.
Which is essentially Frankenstein 3 books into one. Well, really, it's 2 books, but they take the ending of one of the books and splice it on.
But do they actually make a good product as a result? Like, does it turn into something good as a result?
Yeah. Even though they cut out one of the books that take place between those stories, they are very canonically close to one another and have very similar themes.
No! God damn! Oh, I hate the fucking birds in this game! Oh, I'm not gonna rage quit, but it's so annoying. Okay, fucking...
You okay?
Right, I need to get some fucking blood vials is what I need to do.
So,
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris's, I just realised Neil Patrick Harris's initials are euphorexia.
No!
But yeah, no, I do think that Neil Patrick Harris...
He does a better job playing Olaf than Jim Carrey, because Jim Carrey, he's too likeable.
Yeah. I actually
I do
really
like that interesting thing that Imagine Dragons tracks before they were big, we auditioned to be used in the Spider-Man musical.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But going back to that thing, but with Tintin they do splice because it's essentially it starts out as Secret of the Unicorn, then it suddenly becomes one of the books that preceded the Crab with the Golden Claws.
Yeah.
And then they add the ending of Red Rackham's Treasure, which was a sequel to the Secret of the Unicorn.
Right. Okay.
But it's interesting because they picked the Crab with the Golden Claws as a good choice because it was the first introduction of Captain Haddock.
I'm trying to remember. I'm not familiar with Tintin.
The sea captain that always follows him around.
Oh, right, okay.
Who eventually has Tintin live with him.
Right, okay.
Which he does kind of owe him considering he got his mansion because of Tintin.
Right.
Which it's a big, isn't it? Which, as it turns out, is his old family estate. Although, to be fair, they only find that out in the ending of Red Rackham's Treasure, which leads to one of the most bullshit answers to where the treasure was, which I won't spoil for anyone who's seen the film because they use the same thing, but it's so bullshit. It's unbelievable. It also makes the villains of Secret of the Unicorn, who they didn't bring into the film, because they're not that interesting as villains.
Oh, right.
And
at least the creators can realise that, though.
Yeah, the Bird Brothers were the villains in Secret of the Unicorn in the book.
Oh, okay.
They actually took a side character who didn't have much of a role and turned him into the main villain so they could get Daniel Craig to play him.
Ah, that's funny.
And they do a good job introducing this new villain. They also do an adaptational joke in it, which in the film I'll get back to that one anyway. But in the film, it turns out that Sakhalin, who's Daniel Craig's character, is a descendant of the pirate that took down Haddock's ship, the Unicorn, and which is funny because in the books there were no descendants of Red Rackham, but a load of people show up to Haddock's house when he announces the expedition, or the press gets leaks to the press he's doing an expedition to find the wreckage of the Unicorn.
Okay.
In Red Rackham's Treasure, a lot of people show up claiming to be descendants of Red Rackham.
Amazing.
So I love that little adaptation. There's loads of little moments like that in the film that are just such nods and winks to people that grew up reading the comics like me.
Yeah.
And I'm someone I've read all the comics, I've seen the TV series, I've seen all the movies. I'm a big Tintin fanboy.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is Spielberg came up with the idea to do the film because people kept saying, "Oh, Indiana Jones took inspiration from Tintin," and he never read it.
Really?
So he got it and kept trying to get a Tintin adaptation done. And Peter Jackson produced. The unfortunate thing is the planned trilogy hasn't come about.
Right.
It was a deal between Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg that Spielberg was going to direct the first one and Jackson would produce.
Yeah.
And then the second film Jackson would direct and Spielberg would produce. I reckon The Hobbit got a bit in the way of that as well.
Yeah, probably.
And also Mortal Engines, and also now Peter Jackson trying to get Mortal Engines off the ground.
Was that any good?
I've not seen it, but I haven't heard good things.
The trailer didn't make it look amazing. It sounded and looked like youth.
Yeah, tip off land.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
My worst film is a book adaptation.
Eragon was meant to be dismal.
No, it's very close, but at the same time, it's a very good adaptation.
Right.
It's very close to the book in a lot of areas.
Are you sure? I've heard the opposite.
You might hear the opposite, but in terms of plot beat for beat, yeah, they're both big rip-offs of Star Wars. The reason it's not a very good film is it's based on a not a very good book.
Right. Okay. Because I heard that the reason they didn't continue the films is because the plot had veered so far from the main storyline.
There's a bunch of little areas where they would have had to have catched up if they did a sequel.
Right.
But it's more the things they cut. They didn't change much.
Yeah.
It's more cut. It's more cut items. It's against cuts rather than changes.
Right. Okay.
And Eragon's not that bad in terms of being an adaptation. It's just a very bad film based on a very bad book. Same with Da Vinci Code. Bad film, bad book, but it's quite close to the book.
Yeah.
But again, Who Framed Percy Jackson and Sea of Monsters? That is really bad. Like, at least you can say The Lightning Thief is quite close to the book.
Oh shit! That's a lot more damage than I expected.
So as you go, Percy Elliot will agree with this, but Lightning Thief, I'll say Elliot will probably agree with this. Percy Jackson and The Lightning Thief at least is somewhat close to his book, even though they do make quite a few weird changes and shit like that.
Mm.
But Sea of Monsters is so far off the book, it's unbelievable.
Is that the second one?
Yeah.
I saw the first one and it was dreadful.
Second one's even worse.
Oh Christ.
You don't. But then again, being off the book is not a sign of a bad adaptation. I mean, Roger Rabbit is very off its book, but it's still a very good film.
Mm.
In fact, in the book, the segregation theme is a big part of it. There's a lot of no tombs allowed bars and segregated cartoons to humans toilets.
And I'm sucking at this. I'm going to do what you suggested, John. I'm going to grind for a bit. Sorry, guys.
But that's a prime example of Ellie said it's kind of close. It's certainly close in Sea of Monsters, but the change it makes from the book. I mean, the books genuinely, I really want to give the books a go.
Yeah.
Because there's a Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack live action adaptation. Good God.
What is that?
You don't want to know.
I don't think I do.
The weirdest one that really didn't work. There's a couple that don't work in my opinion. None of the anime ones have been that great, but we said specifically book to film, so I'm not going to count comics.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not 100% sure what I've seen that is a book adaptation. One of the best though, I didn't realise, the film Arrival is a book adaptation.
Yeah, Arrival is a book adaptation. Yeah.
And I thought that was fantastic.
Jaws is a book adaptation.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, Peter Benchley's book is actually one of the things that Spielberg basically did was changing the adaptations. Is he made the characters likeable. Seriously, you'll want the shark to kill everyone in that book.
Really, are they all?
Everyone's just an awful piece of shit. But the fact of the matter still is, in fact, they have to go into more detail about why the mayor is so keen to keep the beaches open in the book to get everyone swimming, because he's in deep with the organised crime.
Oh right.
So that. In fact, Brody and his wife are not actually on good terms with one another, and she ends up having an affair with the marine biologist.
Oh shit!
That Roy Scheider played.
Lol.
Not Roy Scheider. He's Brody. But it's obviously there's. One of the things I find interesting is when there's sequels to films that had based on books that had sequel books. But the sequel films don't do anything with the sequel books. A bit like Princess Diaries, for example, does that. There were books that followed on from the Princess Diaries, but The actual Princess Diaries sequel is not based on the books.
Wow, this guy's gonna cut my ass.
Die Hard has that as well.
How's what, sorry?
The sequel films aren't based on any of the sequel books.
Oh, I didn't realise that. Well, I did not know that Die Hard was a book series, first of all.
Yeah, no, in fact, it's not even the first in the series of books. It's actually the second book.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
The books are... John McClane's actually way older in the books.
Really? How old is he?
He's in his 60s.
Oh.
Die Hard. You might want to stop.
Yeah, no, I may as well finish this guy. Yeah. I'll finish this guy, I'll get the item.
I agree, actually. Mega Sex LR feels like something I'm trying to pick up in garbage bush. I love Mega Sex LR.
Can't! I pressed triangle! Ah!
I think we're going to go for the breakdown.
That's it. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Controller.
Oh shit, hang on.
Give me the controller.
Goodbye.
Give me the controller.